Hey Fragrance fam, it's Maddie. Welcome back to the AFI Lab, where today I'm thrilled to take you through an intricate process of crafting delightful batch of cold processed soap that are inspired by love letters. So with Valentine's Day around the corner, these bars, adorned with heart-shaped melt and pour embed to mimic a wax seal, are perfect for your product drop or as thoughtful gifts. Now I must emphasize that this tutorial is tailored for those with a bit of cold processed soap experience, as it does involve some advanced techniques that might be overwhelming for beginners. So if you're up for the challenge, let's dive right into it. So first up, let's tackle the prep work. We're kicking things off with the creation of a melt and pour heart embed. So using about 5 ounces of your preferred soap base. I've chosen a shea butter base for that extra touch of luxury. So we're going to melt it down, incorporating 0.15 ounces of our version of Love Spell by Victoria's Secret fragrance oil, and a half teaspoon of bright red mica powder, dispersed in a half tablespoon of isopropyl alcohol just to help prevent any clumping. So now that we have our red mica powder as well as our fragrance oil all nice and well incorporated, we're going to go ahead and pour this aromatic mixture into this heart-shaped column mold, ensuring a thorough setup with binder clips for additional support. So within a short span, you'll have a gorgeous heart-shaped embed ready to steal the show. And to ensure it traverses the entire length of your loaf mold, you're going to go ahead and craft another one using the same process that we just did. Now with our heart embeds prepped and cut to size, it's time to gear up for the cold process soap creation. But before diving into the soap making magic, fabricate a scraper. This handy tool will shape the soap into an upside down triangle, mimicking the top fold of an envelope. So a piece of cardboard cut into a triangular shape with a handle for easy maneuvering serves as the ideal scraper. And strengthen it a bit with some tape, and I use gap tape, and then yeah, you're good to go. So all you have to do is just put it on here and scrape like so. Now for the envelope's pale pink hue, mix a tablespoon of sweet almond oil with a teaspoon of pink mica powder. Then we're going to set it alongside our pre-measured fragrance. Let's go ahead and mix this in together. This is my favorite part. It's so pretty, so pretty. So with that set aside, now we are on to the main event, making the cold process soap. But of course, safety first. So gear it with some long sleeves like me, some goggles, gloves, and a respirator to be extra cautious when working with the lye. Carefully mix sodium hydroxide lye into distilled water. Stir it gently to help the lye dissolve into the water and become transparent. So while I'm waiting for the lye water to cool, melt down a mixture of coconut oil, palm oil, avocado oil, cocoa butter, palm kernel flakes, castor oil, and sweet almond oil. This combo of ingredients will trace quickly and yield a cleansing yet conditioning bar. So while your oils are melting, check on the lye water temperature. Make sure that your lye water temperature is around 120 degrees Fahrenheit before adding in your sodium lactate. And just to help my bars firm up a little quicker, I'm going to use a teaspoon of sodium lactate to the lye solution. So I have my immersion blender already popped into here. So we're going to take this mixture and we're going to pour right along the stem here just to avoid any splashings, because we don't want this to get on our skin. Then we're going to pulse blend and stir until we achieve a thin trace. So now that all of that is nice and well mixed together, don't forget to add in our Love Spell fragrance and the pre-mixed colorant while the soap batter is still thin. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Then I have my lovely spatula and we're just going to hand mix it in. So you need to set about a third of your batch aside and focus on thickening the main batch to a pudding-like consistency that will hold its shape. Fill your mold, tap to eliminate air pockets, and introduce the cardboard scraper to craft the envelope shape. Spoon any displaced batter back into the reserved portion, repeating until the soap maintains a clean inverted triangle shape. bring in the activated charcoal or black mica powder for that final touch. Dust the soap evenly with the powder using a small strainer or powder shaker, ensuring a thin layer covers every inch. And of course, flow off any excess powder and wipe the sides clean once more. Now let's add the piece de resistance, the heart embed. So nestle it gently into the middle of the soap, being mindful not to disturb the charcoal layer. Spoon over the reserved soap, aiming to fill the space between the embed and the first layer. Exercise a light hand to prevent breakthroughs, and finish by tapping the mold on the counter, smoothing out the top of the spatula, and ensuring the soap fully envelops the heart embed. Seal the deal by sliding a cover over the top of the soap to aid in curing and prevent soda ash formation. Thanks to the robust combination of hard oils, butters, and sodium lactate, this loaf should firm up relatively quickly, so I'll be back in the lab in about 24 hours to unveil and inspect the finished bar. And here it is, the moment of truth. So unmolding this is a breeze, and with a multi-bar cutter like we have right here, we'll slice through this beauty in no time. So let's go ahead and unmold it, and let's get to slicing. And voila, aren't these bars absolutely adorable, resembling charming little love letters? So consider refining the edges of soap with a beveler for a more polished look, or you can do like I did and go the all-natural route. So scented with our version of Victoria's Secret iconic Love Spell fragrance oil, these bars are the epitome of perfection for Valentine's Day. Now before we wrap up, I want to express my gratitude for your company throughout this journey. If you've made it this far, thank you and great job. Your support means the world to me and the AFI community, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon to join the fragrance fam. Your viewership is the driving force behind these videos, and don't forget that we offer weekly discounts on some of our best-selling fragrances through our newsletter, which you can sign up for on our web store, which is linked down below. So stay tuned for the next how-to adventure, and until then, take care and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.